Hey friends, I get it. Religious communities are dying. More and more people are walking away from organized religion because it doesn't speak to them. It's out of touch and unrelatable at best, downright divisive and hurtful at worst. That is why we felt we needed to create this community. If anything, we follow the teaching of Jesus of Nazareth before humans got a hold of it and made it into a hierarchical structure of rules in and out, exclusionary versus inclusionary. For many people raised in Christian communities and that have walked away, there is a stigma placed on the idea that we are a sinner. We are broken, unworthy, fallen. You know these terms. For many people leaving Christianity today, this language is not invitational. It's far from it. It's shaming and full of guilt. We don't see it that way. And we understand why someone would want to walk away from that. I would too, and did for most of my adult life. The first word in our community name is metanoia. Many people ask about the word because they're unfamiliar with it. It's a Greek term. The original gospel texts were written in Greek. The word metanoia is found in Matthew chapter 3, verse 2, when John the Baptist proclaimed Jesus' imminent ministry by telling those around him to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And Jesus himself uses the same phrase a little later in Matthew chapter 4, verse 17. Amongst other places, the word metanoia exists in the Bible texts. I used to run from that phrase, though. I saw it on many street corners in New York City when I worked there. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. The word repent in the English Bible translations is actually metanoia in the original Greek manuscript. It was inaccurately translated as the word repent, which for us means to be remorseful for and to make amends for what we've done wrong. Not that that's not vital for our growth as human beings, to be sure. But what the word metanoia actually means is to change one's mind, to change direction. Meta means beyond, and noia comes from the root word nous, which means mind. So what if we rewrote that passage as go beyond your mind, and the story it's selling you, for the kingdom of heaven is here, now. It then flips this idea of sin on its head. The word sin is actually an archery term, which means missing the mark. In ancient Greek thought, sin was looked upon in essence as a failure on the part of a person to achieve one's true self, expression, and to preserve one's due relationship to the rest of the universe. Interesting, right? Let me say that again. In ancient Greek thought, which is where the text comes from, sin was looked upon in essence as a failure on the part of the person to achieve one's true self, expression, and to preserve one's due relationship to the rest of the universe. A person missed the mark of who they really were. What if Jesus' message was follow me and learn to see what I see by learning to change your mind about who you are, who your neighbor is, and who or what God is? What if Jesus was saying, my yoke is easy and my burden is light, to suggest that we can have metanoia by lovingly, non-critically, and non-judgmentally learning to observe these aspects of our personality that we think we are, leading us to these lies of separation and their inevitable consequences? We can learn to see through the falseness of these human lies, allowing our true self-expression that the ancient Greeks spoke of to come forth as God intended for each of us. We believe that is invitational. What about you?